Alrighty, hi Virgo. So this is going to be your self-care reading for next week, June 21st through June 27th. So I was hearing the song Key to Your Heart by Danity Kane, and the lyrics go, "Please don't tell me someone took the key to your heart right up from under me, tearing us apart. How could you just let anyone into your heart?" So, and I was also hearing the word evidently. So you ended up finding out that someone, I do feel like I'm talking to a group of people that got cheated on. I do feel that way. You found out, and I I also kept hearing the word break up. So I do feel like you broke up with someone. So here's the thing. Um, you guys are building up your strength. Your self care right now is building up your strength and understanding that you are stronger than the situation. You're stronger than how these people want you to feel. You're stronger than how they try to make you feel. You're stronger than, how they treated you, right? So you busted this person pretty much. Like you found out exactly what they were up to, what they were doing. Because the cards that you have here is Justice reversed, the Five of Cups reversed, and then the Four of Cups. And then for your Oracle, you have Secrets and Reflection. I feel like, yeah, so I definitely feel that your self care right now is building your strength because we have chanting, build strength, and clean your space. So, chanting to me just really feels like affirmation y, like, as you build yourself up, it's like there's like a physical thing and a verbal thing here that you need to combine so that you can properly build yourself up again. This is definitely Virgoian energy. I like how this energy is being or not transmuted, but I like how this energy is showing up for you guys. So you're needing to combine affirmations with physical change as well. So, or like positive physical things. So, like in the imagery here, I'm seeing a woman who's working out, right? And if you combine your affirmations with working out, it can start to build that relationship between, your strength, it can build a positive relationship between building strength and the words that you say. And because you're living or you're actively trying to live the words that you say, it starts to make it more believable, especially when you combine it or when you pair your affirmations with physicality. So that's what we want to see. Your self care is to combine those two. So let's say you like to garden, then while you're gardening, then speak your affirmations. While you're working out, speak your affirmations. While you're cleaning, speak your affirmations. Like, do those things so that you can build that positive relationship. But I would also say, hmm, like for example, let's say your affirmation is, I move on from what no longer serves me, right? And then you pair that with doing one of your favorite hobbies. So that could be painting. When you do that, you're acting out your affirmation. That's what I'm trying to say. Act out your affirmation. That's what you guys need. That's going to really help you to restore your ego. I do feel like you guys feel like you got punched in the gut. I do feel like you guys feel as though you got played. Um And here's the thing, people in this society, we victim blame a lot. We love to look at the victim instead of solely looking at the perpetrator. You were innocent in all of this. And I understand how being manipulated like this and treated like this can make you feel inferior, can make you feel less than, it's like, damn, I can't believe I got like that. Like that's kind of what That's the feeling that I'm picking up from y'all. It's like, man, I can't believe I got. And so it feels like a punch to the gut. It's a punch to your ego. But the thing is that luckily for you, two roaches fell in love. Okay. Two rats fell in love. And that's the best thing that could have ever happened to you. Um, you had two nasty ass bugs exterminated from your energy. And for people to look at that and, point the finger at you would be very cruel and callous. You showed up innocently, you showed up authentically. And we also have to keep in mind that manipulation was at play. Your trust was taken advantage of. You really thought that this person would look out for you. You thought this person was loyal. You thought this person cared about you. Of course you did. A lot of people do. And there are many people that like to believe that they are above manipulation, like they can never get got like this. And that's not how that works, right? When people are preying upon you, when people want you to be a means to their end, they will get to know you. They will understand your insecurities. They will understand your weak points and your blind spots, and they will take advantage of that. Instead of shedding light on those things and helping you improve those things, there are nasty predatory people that will take advantage of those things. They will take advantage of your trust. And then on top of that, we're not equipped with all of, we don't have the manipulation handbook, the manipulation rule book. We don't have that. We're not automatically equipped with that. You Unfortunately, we as humans in today's day in society, we have to learn through experience, and that is what's happening with you guys. So if you have anyone in your circle that's making you feel as though like, oh, that couldn't be me. I would never let anything like that happen to me. I'm telling you right now, at the very least, check that person. Like, let them know, hey, what you're saying is not helpful. What you're saying is actually very harmful. What you're saying is cruel, and what you're saying is beyond immature. If you're not going to support me, if you're not going to have an exchange of healthy dialogue with me, then I would prefer it if you would just not say anything at all. you know, at the very least, separate yourself from that person, because those people are immature, bro. They are immature. Anyone who walks this freaking planet thinking that they cannot get God are the exact people that will get God. There are so many strong minded, powerful people that get God. No one is invincible. A lot of people think that they didn't get God because they were too smart or they were too evasive. No, they just didn't meet anyone that was dedicated to manipulating them like that. They didn't meet anyone that strongly felt like they were a means to an end, right? So basically, they just didn't meet their match yet. That's all that happened. They just needed. The thing is that anyone who strongly feels that you are a means to their end, they will stop at nothing to learn who you are, your unique insecurities, your unique traumas, your unique weak points and blind spots, so that they can take advantage of that. That's what happens. So it's incredibly foolish for anyone to look at themselves and be like, oh, I'll never get God. Don't ever do that. That is incredibly negligent, okay? Don't ever do that. You can definitely still get God, okay? People people will learn you. People know how to manipulate. People are a lot smarter than we give them credit for. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter how much you think you're invincible. No one's immune to manipulation. So if you're around anyone that is making you feel shame about what happened or shame about the manipulation, instead of looking at the people who manipulated you for the roaches that they are, for the disgusting beings that they are, you gotta get rid of those people. Those people are not supportive. Those people are there for the drama. They're there for their ego. Those people are ego and shame driven. And if they're not willing to understand how that mentality is incredibly harmful and perpetuates victim blaming behavior, you gotta get rid of them because they will stunt your healing progress. So, I do feel like you guys are doing a pretty good job at building up your strength right now. I'm very happy to see that because I genuinely feel that you guys, well, I mean, that's Virgo energy, right? Virgos, we know what we got to do to heal. I'm a Virgo rising, so that's why I'm saying we know. But y'all know what you got to do to heal. You know the steps that you got to take. You know the responsible thing to do. You guys know that you need to repair your ego, and you know the most rational, reasonable, and healthy way to go about that. You guys are building yourself back up, and trust and believe that there was nothing, you didn't lose out on anything. If anything, this taught you, and this is not, I'm not trying to say like, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right? Because you should have never been in this position in the first place. I don't like that saying, this is not what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Um, However, it's hard not to take anything from situations that hurt you because we naturally, as human beings, want to protect ourselves from predatory people. So, this will make you sharper. This will make you be like, okay, you know what? Let me not put anything past anyone. Let me stop giving people the benefit of the doubt. This is what this is going to do is you're going to start looking at people now. You're going to start acknowledging like, okay, I didn't like that. That was weird behavior. I'm not going to let that slide. Something was off. Like you're going to start calling shit out more. You're not going to let anything slide anymore. Like this is how this is going to go because society is just so deeply untrustworthy, and everyone wants the benefit of the doubt, but no one knows how to nurture and honor and appreciate the benefit of the doubt. So when you see bullshit, you're going to start calling bullshit. And I'm happy for you because you deserve to. You deserve to look at society. You deserve to navigate society and call bullshit. You have every right to, as you should, because that is exactly what people be on. They be on bullshit. Everyone, especially like as a Virgo, we get a lot of shit for being judgmental, and I'm not saying that we can't be because we definitely can be, but there's a difference between like judgmental and prejudice, right? Prejudice has no actual practical backing when you're dealing with that individual or collective, right? Like prejudice is just assuming, whereas judgment is where you collect actual things that were said and done to come to your conclusion, and then you make the judgment. And when you make that judgment, it's not coming from a place of hatred, it's not coming from a place of being hypercritical, it's coming from a place of, okay, here is how I'm viewing the situation, here is what this person is doing, therefore they are this, therefore they are doing that, therefore they are behaving like this, therefore they're going to continue having a pattern of that. So don't fault yourself for being judgmental. Call bullshit. Give yourself permission to call bullshit. You have every right to, because that is what people be on. People be on bullshit. And I feel like that's really going to help heal you is, you know, this level of manipulation, this level of deceit and dishonesty and lies and just the way that you're being treated. Shine the light, burn people, to be honest. Burn them with the righteous truth, okay? Do not hold back. Don't be afraid to call out people's bullshit. Start calling it out. Call it out. Call it the fuck out. Clean that shit out. Clear it out. Anyone who's on bullshit in your presence, call it out and clean it up. Absolutely. So you deserve that, Virgo. You do not have to hold back anymore. You do not have to give people the benefit of the doubt anymore. You are allowed to judge people and judge your circumstances, not from a place of hatred, but from a place of protection and love. Because protection and love is honesty. It is radical honesty. That is love. And people are not radically honest. People want to be on bullshit. People want to play in your face. That's why when I say that if you're dealing with someone that wants to hit you with the whole, oh, that couldn't be me, that's them playing in your face. So go ahead and call it out. Absolutely not. You're playing in my face. That is what you're doing right now. And what they will do is they're going to be in denial. You know, they're going to be like, nah, it's not like that. No, you're doing too much. Oh, you're just being sensitive. Da, da, da. Call that out too. Call everything out. Call out everything. Because it's time to be done with the bullshit. You know, you don't, people have conditioned us to believe that we should accept their bullshit. And if we don't, then we're being judgmental. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Y'all be on some bullshit that causes difficulties in other people's lives or harm in other people's lives. So, Virgo, all of that to say is that your self care right now is going to be about, um, was what did I say? I said it was like combining physicality with your, or like combining physical activities with affirmations. Oh, I said acting out your affirmations. Yeah, your self-care is acting out your affirmations, and that's going to help you to start clearing out all this fog, all this nasty energy. Act out your affirmations, be your affirmations, live your affirmations, do them. And that's going to help you to believe in them more, integrate them more, heal more, and it's going to help you to remove anything that is not in alignment with that energy and that frequency you're trying to be on. All right, Virgo, that's it. That's all I got for you guys. I'm very sorry that this happened, but I'm also very happy that you're in this space, or you're entering into this space where you're not just going to be taking people's bullshit anymore. You're going to call it out and hold them accountable radically. We love that. Radical accountability. Absolutely. Alrighty, Virgo. That's it. That's all I got for you. So if you enjoyed this reading, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel so you guys will get notifications of when I'm doing another reading like this again. Also, if you would like a personal reading from me, I have a link in my bio so you can go ahead and set up your reading if that is something that you feel that you need. Other than that, thank you guys so much. I appreciate every single one of you, and I'll talk to y'all next week. Bye.